let us just first deep dive into the all blogs, that how to fetch the blogs from the backend. And the main thing is that I have already just write 4 blogs, so I will list all that blogs here. So that's the part. So what I can do here, I just want to go to my VS Code once again, and let me just clean up the things here, because we are going to do a lot of things from the scratch. So categories and all that things we do not need right now, and it's not that bin part. So what I can say here, I just want to go my all blogs, because everything is going to be listed here now. So let me just open that thing, and for that particular time I just want to go to my server, and let us see the routes. For we are having the admin.js, category.js and user.js, and let us just create the route for user.js maybe. Let us just have that API here, or you can also go for if I want to say, then you can also create one more folder here. Let us just create a folder, blogs.js. Okay, let us just have each and everything from these things, like this router, and copy it and paste it here. And afterwards, the main thing is module.exports is equals to what, this router. I need to just export this router, and afterwards let us create a controller. Let us create a controller for what? Blogs controller.js, you can say. Okay, so what I can say here, I want to have a model. Which model I want to have? Const blog is equals to what? Require / I want to go for the models, and I want to go for the blog. That's it. I can say fetch all blogs, exports dot fetch all blogs is equals to async request comma response, and afterwards I can say this thing. Okay, I need to have a try and catch block here once again, which is the important part, and try and catch block, and response dot status of 500 dot json, and I can say error and internal server error, and that's it. Okay, so in the try block, what I want to say, const blogs is equals to await blog dot find. It means that it will give me all the blogs. Okay, it will give me all the blogs. And let me just clear you one thing. You can see in the blogs section, I am having these blogs. But I want to sort it according to created at. Okay, dot find dot sort how created at -1. That's it. Okay, I sorted the blogs that the new one blog would be on the top. Okay, so that's it. And afterwards I can say response dot status of 200, and afterwards dot json, I can say success true, and with this I want to give the blogs. Okay, that's the API which we have completed. And afterwards I can say in the blogs.js here, let me just copy this thing, fetch all blogs, copy it, and I can say that router.get, because it is our get API, and I can say that router.get, fetch all blogs. And afterwards what I want to call, the main thing is const blogs controller is equals to require, and I can say $/ controller / I want to go for the blogs controller. And in the blogs controller, what I'm going to have right now here is you can say blogs controller dot I'm having fetch all blogs, and that's it. Let me just have a comment here so that we can understand what is the thing going on. In the app.js, let us just copy this thing and paste it somewhat here. I can say blogs API, and in the routes I want to go for what? I want to go for the blogs, and let me just go once here and app.use, and I can say copy this blogs API, paste this blogs API. Now my blogs API should work fine. Let me just go to page.jsx, and I am having all blogs component here. Okay, I am having all blogs component here in which we are having this data. Okay, so what I can say here, what I can say app.jsx, and let me just copy this use effect, because I don't want to like write each and everything from scratch, because I have already wrote a lot of code previously. I don't want to have this dispatch here. There is no need of it. The main thing which I want is backend link, and that should be somewhat like here. Where is my backend link actually? Backend link. I'm not able to find it right now. Let us just go here and let us just share. Actually I was wanted to use selector. That's my mistake. We need both these things. Just copy it and paste it here. And I don't want to have the use dispatch right now. Access is there right now. And yeah, use effect. I can say use effect. And the thing is, the way it exists, my blog is what? My blog is this thing. Fetch all blogs, copy it, and go to page.jsx. I want to have it somewhat like this. Paste it here. I don't want to have these things right now. And I just want to know console.log. What is my response? If there is any response, then I want to know what is that response. That's it. Okay, that's a major part which I need to have right now. Let us just go here. Let us just inspect it properly and console it. And you can see we are having the object here, but there are a lot of errors too. Let us just refresh the things properly, and let us just see what is going on. And you can see there is our data here, and that's it. We are having the data. We are having data and blogs, somewhat like this. Okay, so what I can say here is that I am having response.data.blogs, response.data.blogs, and that's it. But I don't want to store the things here. I just want to have a use state here where I will be storing each and everything. So use state, I can say that the use state snippet, and set blogs I can say, or I can say that the set data actually. And the second one, I don't want to use the second. Let's have somewhat like this, set data, and I can say this thing, set data. And if the data is there, I want to show both these things. If the data is there, data, and I just want to copy these things, both these things, have it somewhat like this. Okay, and this data should be assigned here. Data is equals to data, and in the all blogs component, I'm just passing each and everything from here, and I'm having this data right now. There is no need of this data here. So I'm having the blogs card, and that's it. Let us just see what is going on here. Okay, so this is my actual data which I have just generated, and you can say, but the images are not provided here. Let me just see the issue here. Okay, I am having this two. I don't want to have this two here. What I want is two items dot. Let me just see what is the name. Let me just go to the database, to the blogs. I can say the image, copy it and paste it somewhat like here. Dot image, items dot image, and let us just see what is the image. Okay, it's not a session. Oh, I'm just what I'm doing here. Items dot image should be here. Yeah, it's somewhat like this. This is my all blogs actually. Okay, which is looking fine. Let me just do one thing. Let me have a gap of more than 12. and let's see what's going on. Gap of 8, and I can say let's have a gap of 8. Not this one, but I was wanted to have a gap of this thing. Gap of, you can say that is the 8 right now. Let us see. Gap of 12. Okay, not in this way actually. Let us just have the default values right now. We will see these things further. Okay, and where is my block card? Here is my block card. Okay, let me have a LG of gap 12. Yeah, that's somewhat like this, gap 12. That's looking fine right now, the gap of 12. Okay, even though you can do one thing more, that if you want to just alter these things from here, like if you want to have a blogs card, and if you want to go here, and you can say, if you want to say that I want to have the length of 150, you can go for that. That's looking too great. Okay, so go to TCM blogger, do one thing more here. I want to have the recent blogs now, the recent blogs. Okay, so I just want to show the recent blogs here, and what you guys can do here, just go to app.jsx and go to your home page right now. At the home page you can have the recent blogs. Do one thing here, do one thing. Go to page.jsx of all blogs and do the same things here. Copy it and paste it here. I just want to have a const. Okay, let me have this data, something like this, data. Okay, and one more thing here, one more thing. What I also need these things again. Copy it, paste it here, and I also want to have this use effect and use state. Copy it and paste it here. And if I just want to go here, and you can see my recent blogs are also there. Okay, let me have a gap. Let me have a gap. Which gap I want to talk about? This one gap. I just want to go for the LG gap of 8, and if I go for 12, that's it. That's looking great. Okay, that depends upon you, whatever the gap you want to do. Here I just want to go for the gap of 8. Let me just have a gap of 8. That's it. That's my actual thing. And if I just click on the read blog, you can see I am just going somewhere, description and that. Okay, description, and afterwards I am having some random number. What is that random number basically? Let me just take you to the thing where in the description page right now. I know a lot of pages are now opened. Maybe you get confused, but I am doing the multiple things right in the same time. Okay, so do not get confused in these things. These are the practices which you need to do, and the main thing is, let me create the API for which if the user clicked on the description, I need to fetch the data from the backend to show the description of that particular ID. So let us just do one thing in the blogs card. Instead of this description, I just want to send something. I just want to send something else to the description. What I want to send actually. The thing is, with this description, I just want to send something like items dot slash this one ID. Okay, let me just take you the thing from the right side. Like if I just click on the read blog right now, you can see some ID. Please notice this ID. Afterwards, if I click on some other blog, if I click on this blog, you can see this ID is different. It means I am able to get the ID. So, but in the description page, how I can get the ID? This is my description page now. How I can get the ID here? So there is somewhat like a use params. Here it is, which is available by the React.DOM. I just want to know, like, where is my description? Description page is where. Let me just find out the description page where I have listed the description page. There should be here, no, it should be here. Yeah, here it is, description page, and you can see I'm having this ID here. Let me just fetch this ID with the help of destructuring. You can say const ID is equals to use params, and that's it. It means I am now able to get this ID, and this ID should be sent to the backend so that the data should be fetched from the backend. Okay, fine. This is the thing basically which I just want to do. Let me just do one thing here. Go to our backend right now. Go to our server. My client is done. Go to our server, and you can say where in the blogs controller. Let me just see here, like get, and yeah, one more thing. Let us just create the data for the recent ones. Okay, I can say that dot sort created at one, fetch recent blogs, fetch recent blogs, and create at -1, and afterwards I just want to have dot limit of 4. That's the thing. And I can say fetch recent blogs. Okay, that's one more API, that if you will having the multiple blogs now, then the most recent 4 blogs would be appeared on the home page. I just want to give this as a fetch recent blogs, and I can say to the my blogs.js that I want to fetch that route, the data from the that route. Okay, so in the blogs controller, basically fetch recent blogs, and I can say here that fetch recent blogs, and fetch recent blogs. Okay, that's fine. Let me just go to recent blogs firstly. I can say to the recent blogs and fetch recent blogs. I just rewrite the name. Okay, fetch recent blogs, and let me just go to the TCM blogger, and let me just check I am able to get the recent blogs. That's it. Okay, and let us just now deep dive into where. Here you can say read blog, this thing. I just want to go here. So what I can say here basically, where is my blog controller here? So I can say that get description by ID. It means we need to firstly know that from where it's coming. So I can say exports dot get DSC by ID is equals to async request comma response, and I can say what I can say here. I can say that first of all try and catch blog, have it somewhere like this, and I can say here request dot what, request dot params, I think so, request dot params. Okay, I can say const ID is equals to request dot params. It means I am able to get the ID, okay, from the parameters request dot params, and I can say afterwards like const blog is equals to await what, await blogs dot find by ID. It's blog, it's not a blogs, it's blog dot find by ID is a method provided by the Mongoose, so I can use that find by ID. I just want to give that ID here. Okay, so I can say that if not a blog, I can say console, not a console, basically response dot status of 400 dot JSON, and error should be there, no blog found. Okay, and if I found the blog, response dot status of 200 JSON, and I can say this thing again, success, and I can say success, true, but instead of blogs I just want to give the blog. That's the main part. Let me just copy this thing, get description by ID. Let me just go to my blogs.js and let me just have someone like this, get description by ID. And let me just copy this thing again, copy it, paste it somewhere like here, the description by ID, copy it and paste it somewhere like here. Okay, and I can say all blogs is done, each and everything is done. It's my home page, categories, recent blogs, and I just want to go for the description one. And let me just do one thing here again, like in the recent blogs I am having this use effect now. Let me just copy it, paste it here, paste it here. I just want to run this if my ID is there. That's the important part. And one more thing, let me just do this thing afterwards. I want to have a use state here, use state snippet, and I can say that the set data, there would be a data. I just want to know that data, what is that data. And the main thing comes here that I'm having the use effect or not. No, I'm not having the use effect. Just let us just call it use effect is there, backend link is there, but I'm not having access is there, but I'm not having, it's like, let me just check what are the things required. Okay, these are the things. I just want to have this thing again, once again. Let us just have it and paste it somewhat like this. And one more thing I want to have is what these two things, use selector and all that things, copy it and paste it here. So everything is fine right now, access is there and a lot of things are there. So what I can say here, if the data is there now, then I want to show all these things, otherwise not. Data is there, data and control X and somewhat like this, but not, I want to create a fragment, that's it. And here, like in the blogs, I just want to have response.data.blog. so my text would be there, my headings would be there. So what I can say here, title, description and image. Title, description and image. I can say data.title, data.title. Let us just save it. Am I able to get that data? No, I'm not able to get, because I have not changed the name of the API. Let me just see what is the API name. So let me just check it. Let me just go to the route forward blogs.js, fetch recent blogs. No bro, not a fetch recent blogs, but I want to get description by ID. Get description by ID, paste it. Let us just check what we are getting right now. Okay, nothing is there. Let me just inspect the things properly, what is going on. Okay, there is something like a error, access error message. Okay, response kya raha hai? No blog found with that ID. Okay, no blog found. So let me just check one thing. I was not sure about that. I think so there was a request.param and category is routes, and where is my middleware? Basically here it is. Auth middleware, no, not a middleware, but blogs controller is here. I think so I'm not able to get the ID, console.log ID. I'm not able to get the ID, I think so. Let me just check it once, like this is my backend now. Let me just hit the API once again and let's see my ID is there or not. If I just hit this API, okay, I'm not getting the ID because I have not actually sent the ID. That's the thing. Actually the thing was that in the blogs.js I just want to have this ID. Okay, that's my mistake that I am not sending this ID. And one more thing, the ID also needed to be sent here. That was the important part. Okay, that was the important part. That's my mistake. And you can see now I can get the ID, and you can say I am having the data too. Okay, I am also having the data. Let me just go to the TCM blogger once again. If I just click on some other blog like read blog, and you can see I am having this data. let me just change the image to and the description to. So for that particular thing, what I can do here, let me just remove this thing. And I can say what I can say here, data dot description, basically description. That's it. And along with this src, I don't want to have this src here. Let me just create the gsx, and I can say $data dot image. That's it. Okay, that's it. And that's the part, that's the main thing. Okay, this is my blogs app. If I just click on some other blog, read blog, and you can see here this blog. Okay, that's looking too great. If I just click on this read blog, and you can see here I'm having this blog. So you can create the length of the blog as much as you can, as you guys can. Right now we are just having these one paragraph, but we are further going to see a rich text editor which we are going to implement within this video. But that video will come afterwards. Okay, so right now each and everything is fine, but the main thing is actually I just want to have one what is the thing which I want to have? One favorite option here and one like option here, which I have not created yet. Let us just create it. Okay, so let me just do one thing here, that if I just want to give the things for my favorite blogs, I can say that I want to have one div here, and to which I am going to give a class name of you can say that the width full, you can say, or you can go for the width like 100%, but I'm going for this one. I just want to have a flex, and I can say here that my items should be center. One more thing I want to do here is like div, and for this particular thing, and I can say class name. I just want to give the widths to each and every div. Width, I can say that like if I just talk about the 5.6, but to here I just want to give 1/6, and let me just check the thing. First of all, let us just copy this thing, because for the favorite I want to have one icon, which I'm going to have here. Afterwards I am going to have one more icon, something like this. Copy it and paste it somewhat like here. Okay, so that's it. Let us just go here, and you can see this icon here. And one more thing, that this icon should be class name, text should be to Excel, and flex items justify should also be in the center. Item center, justify center. That's it. And one more thing, I just want to know what it is actually doing. Background green 100, and it's of this length, but I don't want to give this length. I want that it should be like text 3xl na, then it should be lg in the 3xl, 1/6 lg in 3xl for text 2xl. That's it. And I can say here flex items should be center, but justify should be end. That's it. If I just I'm coming on it now, then this cursor should change. What I can say here, that class name, you can say what, hover, my cursor should change to pointer here. Let us just see this thing, and you can see this thing. Okay, do one thing, just remove this background green 100 from here. I was just wanted to know the thing that it's actually what's width it's taking. Okay, so I want to provide a functionality here. Just if I just click on this thing, this should come to yellow, and if I again just do this thing, it should come to white. Okay, white or black, you can say whatever you want to. For that particular thing, I can say that the use state for what, set favorites. Okay, For that thing, it's false right now. It's false right now. And what is the thing which I want is like if the favorites is true, then I just want to show something else. Otherwise I want to show this thing. Control X, this thing. And if it is true now, if it is true, let me just give one more thing here. Like I just want to go here, copy this thing, FA hot, and I can say copy this thing, FA hot, paste it somewhat like here, and one more thing here, class name, copy this thing. Class name should be same, but its color should be, text should be yellow of 500 or 600, whatever you want to go for. I just want to go for 600. And you can see here right now that I'm having this thing, but I'm not able to click it here. Let me just provide that functionality afterwards. Let us just do one thing. Like if I'm having true here now, if I'm having true here, what is the thing going on? You can see this thing, and this is not looking good. I just want to give background of 500 so that it can look nice. Background 500, not 400. Yeah, it's looking nice, but I can see that the border, not in this way actually. Okay, let me just have this thing somewhat like this, and I want to provide the functionality here that let me just have this div, and for this particular thing, Control X, have it somewhat like a button. Okay, I have it somewhat like a button here. If I want to click on this thing, there is something which should happen. On click, I can say that favorite handler. Okay, favorite handler. Copy it and have it somewhat like this. Const favorite handler is equals to what? Nothing. I just want to check set favorites. What? The opposite of favorite. That's it. The opposite of favorites. Copy it and paste it. And for this particular thing, let us have the false first. Okay. And if I click on this thing, you can see it's coming to yellow. If I again click on it, it's false. True, false, true, false, true, false. It is working somewhat like this. But right now, if I just click on the favorites, it's not coming into my profile. It's not coming into my this favorites. It's not coming here. So for that particular thing, what we can do for this thing, like if I'm on the read blog now, if I just click on this thing, there should be something happening that this blog should add into my favorites. Okay, this blog should add into my favorites. For that particular thing, let me just go to the blogs.js again. Which one? In the server side. In the server side for the blogs.js and the routes, I can say once again, go to the blogs controller. What I want to say here, add blogs to favorite. Okay, add blogs to favorite. That's the thing. And the main part is like if the user is not logged in now, then I don't want to give this functionality. So it means that I have to check that there should be multiple things which I need to check. And let us just have that thing first. Expose dot add blogs to favorite. But yeah, we have not created anything in the model. We need to create that thing too. Okay, let us just wait and just see the response which I'm going to, like the things which I'm going to do. Just see the things and understand it. Copy it and paste it somewhat like here. My catch would be same, but not my this thing. Okay, but not my this thing. So what I can say here, Let me just remove this console from here right now. Paste it, add blogs to favorite, copy this thing, and go to blogs.js. I can say what? Let me just have a comment. Router dot, copy it, router dot put, and get description by ID. But I don't want to have the ID right now. I just want to have add blogs to favorite right now. Add blogs to favorite right now. It means that I want to know that which blog should be there. So this is the main part. Copy it, paste it. Okay, I get the ID, but I also want to know what is the user. Const user is equals to request, because it is going to be provided by which thing? My verification token. It is going to be provided by my verification token. Okay, I need to verify the things here. Like just user.js. I want to copy this user controller, copy this thing, add into somewhat like this here, and I can say what I can say. I can say that user controller dot verify token. Not basically user controller. Actually, I just want to have a middleware, user middleware. That's my mistake. That's my bad. What I want to have is my auth middleware here. Copy it. Okay, Windows update. That's fine. And go to blogs.js. I just want to have my auth middleware here, and I can say auth middleware. And auth middleware dot verify token. Yeah, here it is, and that's it. Okay, auth middleware dot verify token. I need to verify the token, and you can also say what? You can also say that auth middleware dot what authorized role, that user role should be there, and that's it. Let me have a blogs controller here, because I'm getting the error and I did not see that this is there. Okay, I just also want to authorize the role that the user can access this thing, like add blogs to favorite and each and everything. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. And what I can do here right now, if I just go to my where and in my blogs controller, it means I'm able to get the user from here. I'm able to get the ID from here. What is the thing which I need to do? First of all, let us go to my models, go to here, user.js for now. And you can say here, the main thing is like your favorite blogs and your liked blogs. Okay, favorite blogs, and I can say the array. Okay, I can say the array. One more thing, liked blogs. Okay, so I don't even think so that there should be something like a like blogs in this particular thing. Let me just remove, because favorite blogs and liked blogs, but we have the option in the profile page, so we can just remove that thing too. Liked and favorite. Let us just have liked blogs. Okay, and what is the thing I need to have? This thing, type.mongoose, each and everything from here. Copy it, user.js, paste it here, and paste it here. Okay, and do one thing here. Go to blog.js right now. I'm having something like some error, which is somewhat like if I just go to, let us just have it somewhere, schema on schema is equals to what? Mongoose dot schema. That's it. Mongoose dot schema. Okay, and I need to use this schema somewhat like this. If I just go to models of the category.js, yeah, here is the syntax of this thing. Copy it, go to blog.js or the user.js, have it somewhat like this here. Okay, that's fine. And one more thing which is actually needed here. What? Let us just go to our blogs right now. Do the same thing here too. Remove this new mongoose dot, have it somewhat like this, and I just want to have one more thing here. What? That the people who like this blog, the people who add these blogs to the favorites. So I can say favorite blog by users. Okay, favorite blogs by user, and same thing for liked blog by users. Liked blog by users. So I will be having the each and everything of the user, I mean just the user ID of that particular users which has actually like the blogs or add the blogs to the favorite. So I don't want to have the users here, or sorry, blogs here. But is the thing which I need to have is someone like this user, copy it, go to blog.js, have it someone like this blog, and someone like this blog. That's it. That's the main part. Okay, so what I can do here right now is that I just want go to my blogs controller. I just want to add this blog to my user's ID. Okay, I want to add this blog to my user's ID. So we can also do this thing that add and remove the blog. So let me just have it simple, add blogs to favorite. Okay, so what I can say here right now that const, let us just fetch the ID. Okay, let us just fetch the ID. This is the thing which I actually want to have it somewhat like here. That is the thing. Okay, right now what I can see here, like I'm having this blog right now. I can say blog dot what. Let me just go to the model of the which model blogs model, favorite blogs by user. Okay, dot push what I want to push, user dot slash id. Okay, I have pushed the user dot slash id. It means that I have added that user to that particular blog. It means that I also need to have one more thing here. What? Const user is equals to require what? Dot slash models slash what? User. Okay, user. I also want to find the ID of the user. What I can see here that const user is equals to await user dot find by id, and I can say user dot slash id. Okay, and I'm having the user thing here right now, so I can say user dot what. Okay, I'm having the same user again. I can say existing user dot what I want to do here, go to my models in the user.js. I can say my favorite blogs. Let me just go to blogs controller once again, and dot favorite blogs dot push what? This id. That's it. Await blog dot save, and also await existing user dot save. That's it. And at the end, I just want to go for the success method. Status 200 JSON success true, and I can say message blog added to favorites. That's it. Blog added to favorites. That's it. That's the important part. Let me just do the thing here. Let me just hit this API right now. Add blogs to favorite. And I also need to have remove blogs from the favorite. Let me just do that thing too. Let us just hit this API first. And let us just see what our database looks like afterwards. So in the routes, I just want to hit this API. In the routes, where is my routes of blogs.js? My this add blogs to favorite. That's the important part. Let me just go to where I just want to go. Let me just see the things right now. I can say in the description.jsx. That's it. I just want to go here. On this thing, something is going to happen now. Like if favorite handler is there, something is going to happen. Okay. This thing is fine. That if set favorites and all that thing, I can say if favorites is triple is equals to, or I can say if not the favorites. If not the favorites, at that time, which API I want to hit. Okay, I just want to hit something like add blogs.favorite. Now just copy this thing. Let us just paste it here and have it as a async and Control X API v1 add blogs to favorite. I'm having this ID right now. Okay, I'm having this ID right now. Let me just see. I'm having this ID there. Yeah, this ID is there. So that's it. Okay, and let me just see what happens if not favorites. So my favorite spelling is wrong here. Okay, I just did it by mistake. So after this thing, I just want to know the console.log. What is the response actually? So that's it. And what I can say here, let me just refresh the things properly. Yeah, that's it. And inspect it properly. Console. Okay, let me just hit this thing. Okay, localhost API 404 not found. Add blogs to favorite. Okay, add blogs to favorite not found by this thing. Okay, let me just see this thing. Add blogs to favorite. Okay, add blogs to favorite is here. Okay, one main thing is await access.put. But along with this thing, I don't want to give anything. So let me just have some simple curly bracket here and afterwards this thing. So that was the mistake which I did. Okay, let us just check this API once again. Yeah, this is the success data which I am getting from the backend. This is somewhat like a message added to favorites. Okay, message added to favorites and message added to favorites right now. Okay. Let me just check this API once again. I'm not able to hit the API again because right now the things are not somewhat like that because I have not provided the API that I'm able to remove the like blog from the favorites. Okay, so data dot message. I can say response dot data dot message, and I want to give it as a toast.success. That's it. Okay, toast.success basically, and import toast from where? From React Toastify. That's it. That's the major part. That is the major thing which we need to focus on. So we are done with these things. Okay, that favorites and favorites. And let me just complete the thing by just creating the API to remove the things from the favorites. Okay, so what I can say here, we'll go to the blogs controller and I can say here remove blog from favorites. Okay, That's the main thing. That's the major thing. And let us just copy this thing, paste it here, and I can say remove blogs from favorite. That's the part. Same thing, I need the user, I need the ID which I need to remove, and I need a blog. Okay, that's the thing. I need a user from which I have to just remove the blog. Blogs.favorite dot by blogs by users dot includes. I just want to know that is that blog is there or not. Okay. What I can say here is basically this thing. Okay, what is this thing right now? I'm just saying that existing user dot favorite blogs dot index of that particular ID, and basically I need to check this ID is actually in the favorite blogs of existing user. I need to see that index, and afterwards if user favorite index is not is equals to -1, then I need to supplies that index actually, and yeah, that's it. I just need to supplies that index which is actually user favorite index, and I just want to splice just one item. I just want to remove one item, and that's it. And afterwards, same thing I also want to do for like my this blog. Okay, I can see here is just like the same as the upper one, like blog's favorite index. I need to know the index, and afterwards same thing, blog dot this one blog dot favorite blogs by user dot index of user dot slash id. And afterwards, if the id if I just code the id now, then I need to splice that id once again, and then again we have to await blogs dot save, await existing user dot save, and blog removed from favorites, from favorites. That's it. Okay, removed from favorites. So what I can say here, just go to my description.jsx, and if not the favorites, I can say if not the favorites, and copy this thing again once more, paste it here, and right now I just want to hit the API which is actually what, which is actually my this remove blog from favorites. Copy it and paste it here, and I am having some syntax error here. Where is my if? Okay, let me just have it somewhat like this, Control X. I can say this thing here. Okay, and now my syntax error has been removed. One more thing which I need to take care of is I just want to hit this API, and I have not actually used it in like this, not this basically, where it is in the router, basically in the routes and the blogs.js. I have not used that thing here. Copy it once again, paste it here, have it somewhat like remove blogs from favorites, and I just want to hit that API here. Okay, I want to hit that API here. So what I can see here right now, my that blog is in favorites, but I am not able to see that thing now. So how we can get that thing? That while fetching, like if I just click on the, like if I just refresh the thing, how I can get that? How I can get basically that my this blog was actually in the favorites. So I need to do something in my favorites blog now. So what I can say here, let me just first go to my database and let me just check that I am having that access in both the things now, that I am having that ID in the blogs and in the user too. That is the important part which I need to check. Afterwards we can go for that thing. Okay, and yes, we can see in the database, we are having this thing that favorite blogs by user is added, and in the users, let me just check this thing again. In the users, actually the code master, and you can say that my favorite blogs is here too. And right now I just want to check that this favorite blogs is there or not. If it is there now, then I just want to remove it, and that's the part which we have did right now. Okay, so one more thing which I need to do, that what is the thing basically, that while fetching the blogs, I need to check that what is the thing I'm going to have is, let me just think about it. Like we have fetched the blog now, I also want to know that is the user has the that object ID in the favorite blogs by user, where basically while fetching the description, I also want to know that favorite blogs by user is there or not. If I just want to say that if I just want to go to models and the blogs.js, I am having favorite blogs by user. Okay, that's fine. If that object ID is present here, I just want to know that yes, its favorites is true. I just want to know that thing right now. So favorite blogs by user is there. Yeah. So right now what I can do, that blogs dot, first of all I just also want to have const what basically how we can get the user ID here, how we can get the user ID. That is from the cookies, basically. I think so. There should be there is a need of cookies, somewhat like that thing here. Okay, there is a need of cookie and somewhat like that thing here. What I can say here is just where is my middleware? Here is my middleware and auth middleware.js. I just need this thing here, and yeah, that's the thing which I actually need. Copy it and paste it here. Once again, go here, have this token once again, copy it and paste it here. And I can say this user as somewhat like a user, user. That's it. Okay, my this favorite blogs by user is there right now. Okay, so by this particular thing, I am right now having this user. And I can say if user is there, and this blog is somewhat like this. If user is there now, then I just want to check that user dot favorite blogs by users, not basically something like this, but I just want to check blog dot favorite blog by users, copy it and paste it somewhat like this, dot includes what, this ID. If it is included, then what I need to do is let favorite is equals to false. Let me just control X if user, and this thing, let me just have it favorite is equals to true. Okay, blog, and I just also want to give this favorite here. That's the part. That's the thing which I actually want to do. Okay, so while fetching this description right now, let me just check my favorite is there or not. So what I can do here, let me just go here and while fetching this data, I also want to know console.log response. I also want to know that this is actually in my this blog is actually in my favorites or not. Console. Let me just hit the API. Okay, there is some error right now. get description by ID. I'm getting some error. Let me just check the error. So I'm encountering this issue. I think so that I just did one mistake here, that I just need to check this thing, user./id. Okay, that is the mistake which I was doing. So yeah, database connected. Let me just hit this API once again. And once again we got the error, we got the same error. Let me just console the error. Let me just console.log what is the error I'm getting here. Okay, database connected, and let us just hit the API. Okay, the error which I'm getting is right now at the console. Let me just check the error. JWT is not defined. Okay, JWT is not defined. That's my mistake, that I just used the JWT, but that is not defined. So what I can say here, just copy it and paste it here. That's it. Okay, let us just wait to just change the changes, and yeah, server started and database connected. Let me just check this API once again. Again there is an error, but right now the error is somewhat different. It's 400 error. Data no blog found, no blog found. Why it happens basically? No blog found. Fetch recent blogs, get description by ID if not the blog. Okay, await blog by okay. I just did the mistake that here not basically dot includes user./id. I'm doing multiple mistakes at the same time. Okay, let us just remove the things. Let us just hit the API. Yeah, right now I'm having the data. Data is here. My favorite is true right now. My favorite is true right now. And the same thing we can do for the liked. Okay, we can do same thing for the liked things. And favorite is true right now, and success is also true. So what I can say here right now, that if so in the description I need to check that response dot data dot blog dot what favorites na, it's favorite copy. Okay, same thing. I just want to know if it is true, then I need to set favorites what true. Okay, let us just see the thing right now. If I just refresh the things, okay, that thing does not happen. Response dot data dot blog dot favorites is triple is equals to true. Then I need to set favorites to true. Let me just do this thing before this thing. Okay, let me just check the API once again. Why it's not changing the state? Set favorites, copy, paste. Okay. Let me just do one thing here. Set favorite. Okay, I was just doing a small mistake, that my favorite is not actually in the blogs, so that is my mistake. Let me just have a favorite here. That's it. And you can see this thing here. If I just refresh the things, and you can see my favorite is here. Okay, if I just click on it again once again, then something is going to happen which is not actually happens basically, which not actually happens. Response is not defined. Where is the response? Okay, Okay, response is not defined, and that's true. My response is not defined. Like if I'm hitting this API, then response should be it. And if I'm hitting this API, then the response should be something like this. And set favorites didn't work properly. Let me just see the things. Okay. Blogs added to favorites, that's the important part. If I just click on it once again, blogs removed from the favorites. Okay. If I just click on it, blog added to favorites, that's the true. If I just again click on it, blog removed from favorites. That is the important part which we actually were looking for. Okay, that's the thing. And if the user is not logged in, then we need to then we don't want to give this access that user can hit this API or not. Okay, that's the important part which we need to take care of. That's the important thing. And okay, we are done with these things right now. And what we can do here, that is just quickly create the liked blogs. I don't even think so that there is a need of liked blogs, because the logic is same. It will take a lot of time again. I'm not going for the liked blogs. It's your responsibility. It's your responsibility right now to create the liked blogs. Okay, it's your responsibility. I'm not creating it, but the model is there. The model is there to create the liked blogs. Okay, it's your responsibility to create it. And right now from the dashboard profile, I am also going to remove that thing. Okay, console.log user data. Why I am just consoling the user data? Like from the dashboard, I am just going to remove the liked blogs. Okay, so that you guys can create it. I'm not going to create it right now. Where is my sidebar? Here it is. I'm just going to remove the liked blogs. Okay, that's it. Now it's your responsibility to create the favorites thing. Okay, and let me also remove that thing from here. Liked blogs, and even though this component too liked blogs. We have removed each and everything about the liked blogs. And right now, let us just go to the favorites, and you can see I'm having something like these things here. Okay, and if I just want to go to read blog of this particular thing, I want to add it to my add blogs. Okay, that's fine. If I just again come here and let me just check, yeah, it's my liked blog, and I just want to add one more blog to my favorite list. So that's it. So it's my favorite blogs, but I'm not getting the favorite blogs now. I'm getting this thing. So let us just hit the API. Let us just create the API to do these things right now. Okay, and let me just remove these things right now, because we do not need description and all that things right now. And what I can do here in the blogs controller, what I can say, I want to get the favorite blogs of a particular user, and I also want to know which user is that. Okay, that's the important part. Let me just structure the things properly. Add blogs to favorite is fine. Okay, that's a lot of like a big API for me. Copy it once again, and I can say that favorite blogs of a user. Even though we can do this thing in my like user controller too, that can be fine. For me. If I just do these things in the user controller, that would actually means a lot. Okay, that would actually means a lot. And what I can say here, like in the blogs controller, let me just copy this thing. Let me just have this thing here. Okay, I'm having the user, get favorite blogs of a user. That's the thing. I'm having a user. I don't want to have the params. I don't want to like just find the things or anything else. Just remove these things. What I want actually is favorite blogs of a user. Favorite blogs. Okay, favorite blogs. So I can say const favorite blogs is equals to user dot what? I can say user dot favorite blogs. That's it. That's the main part, that how to get the favorite blogs of a user, and that's it. That's the major thing. And let me just hit this API. But before hitting this API, I need to call this API in my routes, so that I can actually hit the API. And I can say here, router dot get what, this thing, get favorite blogs by user, and favorite blogs by user. And I also want to check these things again. Yeah, that's the important part. User controller is there. Copy it. Dot what? Get favorite blogs of a user. That's it. Let me just go to hit this method. Basically, if I just go to auth middleware, now not auth middleware but user controller basically. So can you just think about it, that I'm able to get all the blogs? No, because that blogs are in the object ID and we need to populate that blogs. For that particular thing, what we can do is I just want that user favorite blogs dot populate the things. Okay, so for that thing I need to change something here, that my populated user is what? Wait, user dot find by ID, my this user basically. I can say the user here is like this. Copy it and paste it here. Wait, user dot find by ID. Yeah, this user dot slash ID, and I need to populate my favorite blogs. Which favorite blogs? Basically, if I just go to my user.js, not in this, basically in the models, then you can see my favorite blogs is there. I need to populate these things. That is why actually. So what I can say here, go to my user controller. Yeah, I am just populating the things like my favorite blogs. My populated user should be like this thing, populated user dot favorite blogs, and I just want to send these favorite blogs to my front end right now. Everything is fine, and let us just find where we have actually need to implement this thing. My favorites is here. Yeah, this is the temporary data, and let me just go to my all blogs, so that there is no need to write the things again and again. Let me just copy these things, and instead of this data right now I am having this thing. That's fine, that's totally fine. I need all these things here. Copy it and paste it somewhere like here. And what are the other things I need to have? This whole row too, and paste it somewhere like here. That's the thing. But the API is different actually. For user controller, get favorite blogs of a user, copy it and paste it here. Favorite blogs of a user, and set data response.data dot blogs, but not a blogs. It's basically my favorite blogs. So let me just go here. Not here. In my user controller, copy it favorite blogs, favorites.jsx, come here and just have it somewhat like this. Okay, and let me just change the name it as a data. And one more major thing, this in not this, basically data, and okay, that's basically this thing is actually handled previously. Blogs card is there. That's fine, that's totally fine. And let me just go here, hit the API. Okay, am I getting some error? Just inspect the things. Okay, axios.get, Okay, what is the error I'm getting? Invalid hook call can be only inside the functions. Okay, what is the thing which I did? With effect and all that things are here. Okay, I just did these things here. I need to control X. That's a big mistake which I did right now. Control X and have it to favorites it somewhere like this. Okay, inside the favorites function. Hit the API. Okay, access is not defined. Okay, access is not defined. Import access from access. That's it. Yeah, I am able to see the things, and you can see here. Okay, and do one thing here. Like if the page is my /favorites, I just want to show the button of the read blog. Okay, go to the profile. If I just go to favorites and you can see this thing, I just want to give the read blog, or I just want to change the length or size, and let us just do this thing. For that particular thing, you can see what is the thing basically that I can say console.log windows.location. What is that thing? Windows.location. Okay, window.location it is. Window.location. Okay, let me just inspect it, and let me help you to see one thing. And you can see this location, window.location, and I can say window.location.href. Then what is that? If I just refresh it, this is somewhat like this. Okay, this is somewhat like this, but I just want to know that if my thing is like /profile. Okay, and with this thing I can say dot includes what /profile. Okay, I want to know it is included or not. You can see I'm getting true. I'm getting true. So what I can say here, just have control X, and I can say go to the blogs card, and let me just have this thing here. Okay, let me have this thing here. Or if I'm going to TCM logger, and you can see false profile, and I go to favorites, and you can see this thing is true right now here. If it is true now, then I just need to do something. Have it something like a control X, and I can say I just want to show the description. If not, windows.location.href.includes and profile, and this thing, control X, paste it here. And that's it. Okay, and what I can say here, margin bottom of 4, that's true. If I just go to dashboard, if I just go to DCM logger, and you can see these things here. Okay, and you can see these things here. I can also do heading 1, something like this thing. Okay, and I can say that windows.location, if something like this is there, and then I want to do for margin bottom for 4. That's the important part which we need to take care of. That's the styling basically. Okay, right now these things are fine. And if I just go to profile and go to my favorites, and you can see this thing here. If I just click on the read blog, and again I'm going to here. That's all. Okay, that's the thing that my read blog is there. If I just go here, I just want to remove this from the read blogs. Okay, the blog is removed, and now if I just want to go to favorites, and you can see my favorites is there. And that's all about how our blogs application will work. Okay, and right now if I just click on this DSA and all that things, I'm not able to assess the things. I'm not able to assess the things properly here. Let us just work on this thing, and after working on our categories right now, everything would be completed. Everything would be completed for what? For basically for the user profile, for the users thing, everything is completed. But for the admin panel, edit blogs is there, which we will work on further. So what I can say here, I think so we have worked on the categories things previously too, to get the data from the categories. So I can say I just want to go to where? I just want to go to add blogs, and I'm having something like this here. Add category handle, use effect for getting the categories, use effect for getting the categories. Where I did that things for getting the categories basically. Set actual categories is here. Yeah, this thing. Use effect and all that thing. So from here, I want to copy this thing, copy it, go to app.jsx, where in the home and the categories, like instead of this thing, let us have what? This thing here. Paste it. And add blogs is there. What are the things which I need actually? I can say okay. So what I can say here basically, I can say of use state here, and use state snippet. I can say set cat, and I just want to have a cat here, and there would be the error. Yeah, that's true that it would be an array of the things. And what are the things which I actually need right now is backend link and my access, my backend link and the access. My backend link is here. Have it, copy it, and paste it somewhat like here. And use state and access is needed. Copy it and paste it here too. Outlet is not needed, so remove it. And instead of this set actual categories, I want to have set cat. That's it. And there is some error. And the localhost 5173, there is some error. Let me just inspect the error properly. Console. Undefined reading map. Okay, undefined reading map. So I can say that cat and cat. Okay, I'm not able to see the categories here now. So why I'm not able to see the categories is basically cat and cat.map. I am not having items.name. That is something else which I did. So let me just go to the cats. That what is the title I have given? I think so that is a title basically. Cats dot title basically. Okay, cats dot title. So I can say items dot title to items dot title, or I can say items dot /id. That's it. Let me just refresh the things again, and I'm not able to get the categories again. Okay, so let me just console the things. Console.log response.data. Inspect it properly and let us see what is going on. New category is not defined. What is the new category? Okay, so let us just remove this title new category from here. That's it. And one more thing to do here is let me just have it something like a TITLE title. Let us just see what is the title. DSA Monstack Next.js training topics, and that's it. And yeah, the colors are right now not here. And what we can say here is basically nothing right now. Background should be red of 100. Let us just see. Yeah, it's something like this. XJS Mustag DSA. Let me just go for the green one right now. Green 100. Yeah, that's the one. And afterwards I can say, if I just click on the DSA, and you can see I am going somewhere. But where I am going, even though this thing actually don't know where we are going. Like I just want to know that I just want to hit the something. /cat, and afterwards this items of /id. If I just click on it right now, cat and that ID. Okay, it means my category ID. And that's it. Let us just create the API to get the categories by ID. Okay, category.js, I am here right now. Let me just go to category controller. So I can say get blogs by category. Okay, so I can say copy this thing. If there is some error, just comment it, copy it, and paste it somewhat like same thing here, and await category.find by ID. Find by ID, and from where I can get that ID is basically by ID. Let me just have it somewhat like a category dot that's okay. And right now what I can say, const ID is equals to what, request dot params, and I can say this ID should be here right now. Okay, so I am right now having the categories, like I am having the particular category here, and I can say dot find by ID dot populate. Also populate what, I just want to populate the things. Populate, populate, populate. I just want to populate what, let me just go to model. In the category, I just want to populate my these blogs. I just want to populate my these blogs here, and I can say here that I just want to give category.blogs. So I can say blogs and category.blogs, and that's it. Okay, and that's it. And let me just go to category.js, and I can say get categories by ID. Get categories by ID, copy it, go to category.js, not basically this thing. I just want to have it somewhat like this, router.get, have it somewhat like this, copy it, paste it, and afterwards I want to send that ID, and I can say dot get categories by ID, and auth middleware dot verify token. There is no need of it. That's it. Okay, let me just go to cat, where I am having this thing, categories. So that's it. Here I am having the data once again, but I need to iterate over this data. So I can say what I can say. Let me just go to the recent blogs to just have these things, because the things are same basically. Okay, the things are same basically. So let us just copy the things from the recent blogs, because each and everything is same. Just we need to hit another API here, and just paste the things here. And one more thing, let's have these things again, copy it, and I can say have it somewhat like this. And instead of this blogs card, I don't want to have this thing. Sorry, I just don't want to have this thing here. My blogs card is like the upper one will work fine. Control V, and I can say just remove the things from here, and let us just see the API, which is actually we need get categories by ID. Go here and I can say here categories, okay, get category by ID. Along with this thing, I just need to send one ID, like that ID should I get from the use params, so which is the hook provided by the React Router DOM use params, and I can say that const ID here, where here const ID here, const ID is equals to this thing, and let me just check this thing properly. Like if I just refresh the things here, and let me just go to DSA, and I'm not having any DSA item here. Okay, you can see the error cat/items./id. I'm sending this thing. Let me just go to my categories again, like for the home page, and you can say where is the error, where is my error. Here it is my error actually. I just want that items./id, items./id. That's the important part, that's the important thing. Go to DCM Blogger once again. Let me just check the DSA once again, and you can see that blogs actually. Okay, you can see that blogs. If I just go here, DCM Blogger once again, go to Monstack, and you can see my Monstack project is here. My Monstack blog is here. If I just go to read blog, I want to add to favorites. Yes, I am adding to favorites. Everything is working fine and totally fine. Go to favorites, and you can see that blog is here. Okay, everything is working fine. Everything is going good. Most of the things are going good. Let me just log off the things from here, and what is the thing which we actually need to take care of right now is actually my admin panel. Let us just deep dive into it.